here are the basics of how to throw a Scoober. So a Scoober, this is what a Scoober is. So a Scoober is basically an upside down throw. In Ultimate Frisbee, it just looks like this, okay? And we use that maybe for getting over the top of the cup, or for things that could be hammer throws but shorter distance, right? So you can get a lot of touch, you can have a lot of different shapes with a Scoober. But anyway, so a Scoober is like a pretty versatile throw, especially if there's not a lot of wind. In high wind situations, you have to think a little bit harder, okay, about how you use a Scoober. But anyway, Scoober, you're going to use the exact same grip as a forehand throw, and so that's it. And then basically it's going to look a lot like a hammer. So if you know what a hammer is like this. Scoober, instead of releasing it here above your head, you're simply releasing it lower. Kind of release point is at about your left shoulder if you're right-handed. Also, the stance is a little different. So with a hammer, my hips are pretty much square to my target. With a Scoober, I might take a step forward. This might help me get over the mark or around the mark, and it just feels a little bit more natural. One coaching cue that can help is to really think about leading with your elbow. Someone once told me to think about it as if I'm elbowing someone in the face. That's what really helps me to drive my elbow through first and get kind of a clean release. So it's going to be elbow first, and then the last thing you end up with is your wrist snap. And then the trajectory of the Scoober is really going to be dependent on, the angle of release. So I can do an arcing Scoober that's outside in simply by having that kind of release. I could also do an inside out Scoober, right? It's still going to be leading with the elbow, but then my angle of release might be more like this. And so I can do a different shape Scoober if I want to, okay?